In order to unlock more movement at our feet, ankles, wrists, and fingers, we really have to build a strong foundation of core and trunk strength. So this 10-minute workout is going to cover just that. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. We're gonna do some really gentle warm-ups before we get into any of the actual exercises. So I wanna start with just some gentle neck rolls. So all that's gonna be is you're gonna bring your neck back, like you're looking up to the ceiling, roll to one side, come all the way around, stop, and go back to the other side. Very nice, let's do that again. Good, one more time. I'm gonna let you do one more on your own while I just briefly explain the reason we're working on this today, proximal stability for distal mobility. That's what this workout is all about. We have to have a stable and strong core, strong scapula, shoulders, trunk. All of that has to be strong in order for us to get more movement. So let's go ahead and get into it with our first exercise, shoulder shrugs. Now you may have seen this exercise before, but it is a great one. What I want you to do is with both shoulders, you're gonna try to push them up to your ears and then push down like you're trying to sink into the floor. So let's do that again. Bring them up to your ears and then push down to the ground. Fantastic, let's keep it going. The reason I like these shoulder shrugs so much, they're not just working on shoulders, we're actually sneaking some scapula exercises in here. Now you may be like, hey Lise, why are shoulders and scapulas important if we're talking about core and trunk strength? Well, to get more movement in our arms, our fingers, our wrists, we have got to have stable scapulas or shoulder blades, stable shoulders to allow us to have more distal or further away movement like in our fingers. So that's why we have to work on scapula and shoulder strengthening exercises in that proximal stability category. Let's move on to exercise number 2. You're doing fantastic. Now we're again attacking the scapula, the shoulder blades in protraction, pushing the shoulders forward, and retraction, pulling them backward. So let's go ahead and try that. Shoulders push forward and then pull them back like you're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades tight. Keep it going, push them forward and pull back. Fantastic, really focusing on your movement, trying to be very deliberate, really trying to feel your scapula move. And not just moving your shoulder, like just your shoulder. Try to really get those scapula, your shoulder blade involved. Fantastic. Pull back, like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between them. Push forward. You're doing fantastic. Let's do one more set here. Pull back and push forward. Wonderful job. Let's move on to exercise number 3. Now we're really attacking the trunk. We're getting into trunk rotation. So what I'm gonna have you do, you can stabilize with your hands on the mat or have someone with you if you need assistance. But I want you to turn, really focusing on your trunk and squeezing as you go from side to side. Really important, I'd like you to move your head with this too. I want your eyes to follow your movement so that as you turn, you're not doing this, right? I want everything moving to that side. Eyes are following, squeezing those abs, squeezing your trunk each time that you move and turn. Squeeze. Really getting that trunk, that core, those abs stronger. Because when we have a strong core, our balance is gonna be better, our coordination is gonna be better. It all stems from this proximal stability, right? The muscles closest to our trunk, to our core, to our shoulders. All right, moving on to our next exercise, we have a seated ab squeeze. So sort of in the same vein of what we just did, all we're going to do is sit here. You're welcome to brace yourself if you need to. You can rest your hands on your lap. All I want you to do is thinking about squeezing your abs tight. If you can imagine someone pulling a string behind your belly button and you're trying to squeeze your belly button to your back. That's kind of how I want you to feel. All right, so let's try it again. Squeeze that belly button back, squeeze, 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 and relax. Let's do that again. We're hitting some different ab muscles this time. Really feel that string connected from your belly button to your back, and you're squeezing it back, squeezing those muscles. Fantastic. Give me one more, okay? Ready? Feel that string pull and squeeze those abs. Wonderful, and relax. You'll notice we held there for about 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds each time. Okay, guess what? We are doing our last exercise of this set, which is an alternating single leg lift. So here's how that's gonna look. I want you to raise up your leg, squeezing your abs at the same time. Now, if you are in need of a greater challenge here, we're gonna get the arm involved. If you're able to, try to meet arm and leg at the same time. Now that's the more challenging version. So if you are not quite here yet, that's totally fine. Just try to stick with lifting that leg. Now, if your affected leg still doesn't want to come up so much, I still want you to focus on those abs. When we get around to the other set, we're gonna do the other side, so don't worry, we won't forget about the other one. Fantastic, let's do one more. Lift up, if you can, get that arm involved, squeeze those abs. Woo! It's good exercise for your hip flexors as well. All right, we're taking a little 15-second breather here, so if you need to take a breath, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're doing great. Pause and get a drink of water if you need to. This one moves relatively quickly, but you're doing fantastic. All right, we're starting into set 2, exercise 1, shoulder shrugs. Back at shoulder shrugs. So remember, this is where we're bringing shoulders up, up, up to your ears and then push down to the ground. Now, I would challenge you, if you're looking for a greater challenge with this exercise, if you have someone with you or you're looking in a mirror, what I'd like you to try to do is get your shoulders on the same level, right? Sometimes we try to hike up that affected shoulder, but I really want you to focus on a deliberate movement with this workout routine where you're trying to get them as even as you can. So we're focusing on good, typical shoulder movement, good scapular movement, able to bring up those shoulders and then push them back down. You're doing great. Give me one more big push up, and then one more big push down. Great. Moving on to exercise number 2, again, where we've got scapular protraction, pushing forward, and retraction, pulling backward. So let's go ahead and give that a try. Shoulders forward, push, 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 and then bring those shoulders back. Now each time, hopefully in addition to strengthening, you're also getting a nice stretch. With protraction, you get a stretch across your upper back. And with retraction, you get a nice chest opener, a nice chest stretch here. Let's keep going, keep pushing. This is getting those scapular muscles nice and strong, because without our scapula, we can't have full shoulder movement. If you didn't know, our shoulder and our scapula work in conjunction together to get us full movement. So it's really important that we're working on those muscles, so with full movement, we can work on more mobility and movement further out, right? Great job. Give me one more forward and one more back. Wonderful job. Exercise 3, we're back at trunk rotation. So for this one, I've got my feet nice and flat on the floor. I don't think I said that last time, but we're going to be turning our trunk to one side, squeezing those muscles as you turn, and then go to the other side. You'll notice we're not doing this super quickly. We're being very controlled in our movement. Another extra challenge you can work on with this is posture, right? Posture is really important when we're thinking about distal movement, about moving fingers, about moving toes and ankles. We have to have good posture to be able to get that movement. So as you move, I want you to try to keep your shoulders and chest upright. I know that this is a lot. This can be hard to do. It may be worthwhile if you have someone with you who can help you stay in that good postural alignment. go ahead and stop for just a moment. We are now going into our seated ab squeeze. So now we're gonna go into all those front abdominal muscles. So remember, this is where you're trying to feel that string behind your belly button, like someone's pulling it right to your back. So squeeze and then relax. Good. We're holding for 3 to 5 seconds, whatever feels comfortable. Squeeze and then relax. Remember, I don't want you to stop breathing. Squeeze and relax. Good job. Very nice. We've got a couple more. Squeeze in. Feel that string pull your belly button. And then relax. Good. Let's do another one. Squeeze. And then relax. Good. Give me one more. One nice big one. Squeeze in. Really feel that string pull, hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax. Woo, I'm starting to feel that one too. Let's move into our last exercise, which is the alternating single leg lift. So we're alternating this time, right? So whatever side you did last time, like I did my right leg with my left hand, now I'm gonna be doing my left leg with my right hand. All right, so let's go ahead and start with just the leg, squeezing your abs as you bring the leg up. Relax, doing fantastic. Leg up, squeeze at the top and back down. If you're feeling a little sassy and ready for more of a challenge, we're gonna bring that arm into it, right? So we're gonna bring it over, squeeze and hold, and back down. Let's do a few more. Squeeze and hold, woo! Abs and hip flexors here. Squeeze and hold. Give me one more. Squeeze. Ooh. And hold. No, relax. We held. All right. Fantastic job, everyone. You made it to the end. You should be very proud of yourself, working on building that strong foundation of core, and scapular strength. There we go. All right, everyone. That's gonna be it for today. As always, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description if you would like to sign up for the email list, which gets you free stroke recovery tips and motivational emails, as well as a free copy of my ebook, The Stroke Recovery Pocket Guide. And if you find value in what we do here at Post Stroke and you are able, please consider gifting us, either by giving us a super thanks by clicking in the YouTube bar below, by giving us a one-time donation via PayPal, or by becoming a Patreon member, where in exchange for a monthly donation, you get access to cool perks like social media shoutouts, behind the scenes footage, and even YouTube shoutouts, of which I have one today. Thank you again so much, Heather G. You are such a valued member of our community, and I'm so glad that you have joined us on the journey. Thank you for all of your continued support. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.